Imagine for a moment that life is like a vast, interconnected web, where everything is linked in some way to everything else. However, as we move through our daily lives, we tend to see ourselves as distinct individuals, separate from the world around us and from each other. This perception is often referred to as the illusion of separation. It's like looking at a spider's web and focusing only on individual threads rather than seeing the intricate, connected whole. This illusion of separation starts early in our lives. From the moment we are born, we begin to develop a sense of self, an identity that is shaped by our experiences, thoughts, and emotions. This self is necessary for navigating the world, making decisions, and forming relationships. But over time, we become so identified with this individual self that we forget our deeper connection to everything around us. Think about how we categorize and label everything. I am me, you are you, this is mine, that is yours. These labels help us make sense of the world, but they can also create boundaries that seem more rigid than they actually are. They reinforce the idea that we are separate entities moving through a world filled with other separate entities. In many spiritual traditions, this perceived separation is seen as an illusion, a veil that obscures our true nature. For example, in Eastern philosophies like Buddhism and Hinduism, the concept of Maya refers to the illusion of the physical world, including the sense of separation. These traditions teach that beneath this illusion lies a deeper truth, that all beings and things are fundamentally interconnected and part of a single unified reality. Consider the natural world as an analogy. A tree may seem like a solitary organism, but it is intimately connected to its environment. Its roots intertwine with those of other plants, it exchanges gases with the air, it provides shelter for animals, and it plays a role in the larger ecosystem. Similarly, humans are not isolated beings. We are part of a vast, interconnected web of life. Science, too, offers insights that challenge the notion of separation. Quantum physics, for instance, suggests that particles can be entangled, influencing each other instantaneously over great distances. This phenomenon hints at a level of interconnectedness that defies our everyday understanding of separate individual entities. Recognizing the illusion of separation can profoundly impact how we live our lives. When we start to see ourselves as interconnected with others and with the world, it becomes harder to justify actions that harm others or the environment. Compassion, empathy, and a sense of shared responsibility naturally arise from this awareness. Breaking through the illusion of separation also transforms our personal relationships. It encourages us to look beyond superficial differences and see the shared humanity in everyone we encounter. We begin to appreciate that, at a fundamental level, we are all part of the same whole, experiencing life through different lenses. So, the next time you feel isolated or disconnected, remember that this sense of separation is just a part of the human experience, a useful but ultimately limited perspective. By opening our hearts and minds to the deeper truth of our interconnectedness, we can foster a more compassionate, understanding, and harmonious world. It's like stepping back from the web to appreciate its full beauty, recognizing that each thread, while unique, is part of a greater unified design.